I started as a member of the Riley Children's Foundation board 45 years ago. And I've spent a few years before that working with disabled children at Camp Riley. So my history goes back to when I was in the 20s, and then I was on the board, and the board asked me about 25 years ago if I would head up the board as its president, which I did do as long as I could retire when I was 65. And I did that 19 years ago. And I've been in all parts of Riley Hospital, but this is probably the most satisfying, working with the CART and working with the kids from Ball State. When we come into a room, we usually have a flower, pink obviously for the girls, blue one for the boys, and that kind of breaks the ice, and you get it and you twist it on the bed. Sometimes you tell them to water it so it'll grow, but the thing that is fascinating with Ball State is they have an executive committee, and the executive committee seems to be anxious to all come over here and see where their money is going. So I have two for every Tuesday night. The two of them go around with me for a couple of hours into all of the rooms. And the reaction of the children is very good because they've got somebody more their age as against a white-haired old guy. And we also have Riley the giraffe. Riley the giraffe is something that is for the very youngest, the ones in the cribs, or the teenager over there. They all have to have Riley the giraffe. We started out the giraffe program about 12, 13 years ago, and to date we've given out over 20,000 giraffes. So everybody gets a giraffe. Well, frankly, I can go maybe a few more years, but I wanted to build up a background of money and people for the CART, so that the next person taking over my particular job continues to run the CART. I don't see any particular change in what we're doing in giving out the toys and working with the children in the rooms. That seems to be working, so why mess with it? Now, we've got a game, and I tell them I don't show them the game, but I put it behind me and I say, I've got a game that is very difficult. I don't know whether you've ever heard of it. And I say, it's tic-tac-toe. Well, they all laugh, they think that's funny. And we're in there for smile therapy. That's the one thing we do is create smiles, which will help them in their own recovery. I've had various partners over the last 17 years, and they all kind of give me trouble because I never let the kids win. I have won for 17 years in a row, or come out even for 17 years in a row. And they all say, oh, we know that game, and we're very good at it. And I said, well, that's a challenge right there. So off we go. People like you, people like Ball State, people like IU, Purdue, all of them getting involved and looking at this group of people that get involved in the dance marathon, that are feeling good about it, and hopefully that would last the rest of their lives, feeling good about doing for somebody who has a little problem in their life. And if that's what can be accomplished, why, that's about all we can ask, because surely the patients are important, but it's also important to teach other people how to work with them and how to feel good about themselves, that they're doing some help for other people.